Okay, students, we are in the lecture 5. We have already completed lecture 1. It is about the introduction. And in the introduction, very important topic, what we have studied, Ostwald dilution law. Ostwald dilution law we have studied. Okay, very important topic it was. And based on that, in the numerical session, okay, so Ostwald dilution law, and based on that, in the lecture 3 is about the numerical session. Okay, numerical session of the Ostwald dilution law, and lecture 2 is about the acid base concepts. Okay, acid base concept, and lecture 4 is only for the Bronsted Lowry. Okay, so try to maintain the proper notes in the sequential manner. Okay, so Bronsted Lowry. Now in this lecture 5 we are planning about the Lewis concept. Which concept? We are going to complete about the Lewis concept. Okay, so after that we will start with the Arrhenius. The sixth lecture will be about the Arrhenius concept. Okay, so Arrhenius concept. It is understood. This is our plan. So let's start with the Lewis concept. Okay. Here in the Lewis concept, first of all, what is acid? Okay. So acid is a substance which accepts substance which accepts lone pair of electron. LP means lone pair. Okay, lone pair of electrons. Understood? So once they are acting as an acceptor, okay, they are accepting electron. That means there should be some requirement of the electrons or not. Okay, so because of the requirement only, they are accepting electron. So they are further divided into many types. They are further divided into many types. Lewis concept, acids are further divided into many types based upon why they are accepting. Okay, first one, the accepting may be due to accepting due to the charge. Okay, first type is all cations. What are the first one? All cations. Okay, so cations, because of the charge, why they accept the lone pair of electron? Because of the charge, they accept or attract the electron. Okay, so because of the charge only, they are, cation means positive ion, so they will accept the electron, hence we will consider them as a Lewis acid. Okay, very most important example is aluminium +3. Okay, so as the positive charge increases, what happens? Accepting tendency also increases. Therefore, their acidic nature, acidic strength also increases. Acidic strength, why it increases is understood, because as we move, as the positive charge increases, let us take a better ion. Okay, this is an example. Okay, this is an example. Let us take manganese. Okay, manganese, it is +2 is there, manganese +4 also there, manganese +7. Okay, so the existence of an ion in more than one oxidation state, existence of an ion in more than one oxidation state is called as a variable oxidation property. It is called as what? Variable oxidation property. And because of the variable oxidation property, if the charge increases, okay, accepting tendency, the electron accepting tendency increases. Okay, accepting tendency, what happens? Increases. Therefore, acidic strength increases. Therefore, their Lewis acidic nature increases. Okay, so if it is in Mn+7, it is more acid. If it is in Mn+2, less acid. Okay, all cations are acid only, but for comparison purpose, we have to take the quantity of the charge. Higher the quantity of charge, higher will be the accepting tendency, stronger will be the acidic nature. Is it understood? First point and first example. Definition, first type. First type is what? All cations. Okay. Make a note of it. Then we will study about the other types. Okay, next one is the type 2 where molecules. Second example, second type is molecules with electron deficient centers. Okay, second type is electron deficient centers. These are the type of acids which have the central atom is electron deficient. Electron deficient means less than octet. Okay, the electron deficient means it should be less than octet. Okay, so let us take example of BX3. Okay, in BX3 boron have 3 electrons. In boron have how many electrons? 3 electrons. Okay, let me draw the diagram, then it will be easy. So this is the boron with 3 electrons. Okay, so when it shares one electron, when it shares what? One electron each with one electron with each boron. Okay, one electron with each boron, sorry, halogen. Okay, with each halogen, then still it gains how many electrons? Only 6 electrons. How many electrons are there? Only 6 electrons. So it is less than the octet. It is what? Less than the octet. Due to less than the octet, to complete the octet, what it will do? Obviously accept the lone pair to finish off its octet. Okay, to complete octet, what it will do? It will accept the lone pair of electron. Okay, so basically it is a neutral molecule. Previous first type is because of the charge it is attracting. Because of what? Because of charge it is attracting. But here it is attraction is due to what? Deficiency. Any element which it wants to stabilize by getting the octet configuration. To get the octet configuration, what it will do? Accept. Okay, so this is one example, and some more example also there. Be, okay, BeCl2. Here it have 2 electrons and 2 electrons are shared. So there will be only 4 electrons even after sharing. Even after the sharing also, number of electrons are how many? Only 4 electrons. So because of this, this is also acid. Anywhere, any molecule in which you will find central atom with less than octet, then it will act as an acid. Okay, second type is it understood how to identify? Just make a note of it, then we will go for the second and third example. Okay, next is the type 3. In the type 3, it is also again neutral molecule. Type 3 is also neutral molecule. Okay, but octet also. Okay, neutral molecules with electron precise. Precise means octet. Okay, so with octet, there are 3 types of central atoms: electron rich central atom, electron precise central atom, electron deficient central atom. Okay, so if it is exactly have 8 electrons in its valency shell, how many electrons? 8 electrons in its valency shell, then it is considered as electron precise. Electron precise means it should contain how many electrons? Only 8 electron, not more than that, not less than that. Okay, so if it is having exactly 8 electron, but still it will accept. Okay, but still what it will do? It will accept. So neutral molecule with electron precise central atom, but can extend, but can extend what? Can extend octet due to availability of empty d orbitals. Very important point. Okay, availability of empty d orbitals. Okay, due to availability, what is the reason? Due to availability of empty d orbital. Here also I am going to take an example, so try to be very careful. Okay, so let us take example of CCl4, okay, and SaCl4. CCl4 and SaCl4. Among this, both are electron precise. This is also electron precise. That is, octet is fulfilled. What it is? Octet is fulfilled. Here also octet is fulfilled. But in case of the carbon, in carbon tetrachloride, in case of the carbon in carbon tetrachloride, valency shell consists of 2s2, 2p2. Okay, so there is no 2d because d subshell starts from where? Third energy level only. According to which rule? Bohr-Bury rule. Okay, or n plus L rule. When the n value permits, d subshell is 3. Okay, when n is equal to 3 or more than 3, then only d subshell is permitted. Otherwise, d subshell is not permitted. Okay, so here 2s2, 2p2. Is it understood? So it cannot extend. Already octet is fulfilled. 4 electron it have and 4 electron it shared from the chlorine. Hence, what happens? It is electron precise, but the second condition it is not fulfilling. It cannot extend. Okay. Now let us see about the silicon. In the silicon, valency shell configuration is 3s2, 3p2. 3s2, 3p2. Already 4 electrons are there. How many electrons are there? 4 electrons are there. 4 will be shared by the chlorine. So it is 8 electron. First condition is fulfilled, precise. But it can extend. See, 3d orbital is there and they are empty. So because of this, what it will do for the rest of the life. Understood? Presently, it is in the good situation. Okay. Already octet is already fulfilled. But for the future purpose, for future use, for the forthcoming generations. Okay. So what it will do? It will accept and keep that accepted electron in where? D subshell. That's why SiCl4 is acid, but CCl4 is not acid. Is it understood? So make note of this special care with this special annotation. Okay, SaCl4 is acid due to availability of d orbital, which are used to locate the extra electron accepted. Extra electron accepted. Okay. So make a note of this. The third type is most and most important. First two types you will get everywhere. And fourth type is more than this important. Now, most and most difficult but most important type. Okay. Most of the acids of Lewis acid is because of this reason only. Okay. Molecules. Here also molecule. Only first one was the ion, but rest all are molecules only. Only first one was the ion, cation. Okay. Second is a molecule with electron deficient. Third is also molecule with electron precise. Okay. 8 electron. Now here it is the very special option. Okay. Molecule with multiple bond. Okay, multiple bond. That means pi bond must be there. Okay, molecule with multiple bond and electronegativity. Electronegativity of surrounding atom. Of surrounding. Okay, of surrounding atom. Which atom? Of surrounding atom should be more than. Should be more than central atom. Okay, what does it, and with the examples, very, very important. Central atom. Okay, so let us take example. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a acidic oxide. What it is? Acidic oxide. Carbon dioxide is which as oxide? Acidic oxide. And sulfur dioxide, acidic oxide. Sulfur trioxide, also acidic oxide. Okay. So most of the non-metal oxides, are acidic in nature. Why it is? That is what explained here. Okay, because they fulfill this condition. What is the condition that I am explaining with the structure of CO2? Okay, so here this is the CO2. Here it is a CO2. Understood? Central atom here is carbon, and surrounding atom here is oxygen. Okay, central atom is carbon, surrounding atom is oxygen. Now what happens because of this? When lone pair arrives, when lone pair arrives, see, nobody, no atom is satisfied with the pi bond. Okay, whenever there is a chance, whenever there is a chance, they will try to replace it because of the weak. Okay, so pi bond is a very weak. So if anywhere they get chance, they will just break up that pi bond. Understood? Because it is the weakest bond. Okay, so this pi bond will be broken. Okay, so once pi bond is broken, that electron will be taken by oxygen. Why this is condition? Is it understood? Electronegative atom should be, surrounding atom should be more. So this electron will be taken because its electronegativity is more. Now, for the time being, this will be negative and this will be positive. Now this will act as a acceptor because it is cation. Okay. So now this can accept electron. Why this multiple bond is it compulsory? Is it understood? Because multiple bond contains pi bond. Multiple bond contains pi bond, and pi bond can be broken at any point of time. That is the one thing, and that electron should be taken by electronegative atom only. That's outer atom only, surrounding atom only. That's why this second condition also put. Now this lone pair will be accepted. This will be acid. Okay. Same condition with sulfur trioxide and sulfur dioxide also. Okay. Make a note of it. We will study the further. Here, when sulfur dioxide or sulfur trioxide, not a problem, anything. Okay. When approached by any group or any molecule or any ion which contains lone pair, then if it is donating and accepting, which type of bond it is going to form? It is going to form coordinate covalent bond. Okay. So because of the coordinate covalent bond, stronger nature with respect to the existing pi bond. So it is definitely, it is going to definitely break this existing weaker pi bond. Okay. What it will do? It will break this pi bond. So once every bond is consisting of how many electrons? 2 electrons. Okay. So these 2 electrons will be taken away by the oxygen. Why? Sulfur and oxygen. Out of the sulfur and oxygen, oxygen is more electronegative. Okay. So because of the more electronegative nature only, this electron will go that side, and this can form bond, stronger bond with the sulfur. Okay. So now after that, this is going to be sulfur dioxide. This sulfur, the single bond, double bond will be converted into single bond. This is negative, this is positive. Okay. I have taken only one side as an example. So this lone pair will be accepted by the sulfur, and it is going to form additive product. What product? Additive product. So now it is acceptor. What it is? Acceptor. So any substance which accepts lone pair of electron is called as a acid. Why oxides are, non-metal oxides are acid in nature? Is it understood? Okay, just note down this. Okay, because of above nature, because of above nature, non-metal oxides will be acidic in nature. Okay, acidic nature. So obviously, once non-metals are acidic, just reciprocal. What is the reciprocal? Reciprocal is metal oxides. Okay, and metal oxides are basic in nature. Metal oxides are what? Basic in nature. Okay. So the tendency, acidic strength. Now we are going to study about the acidic strength of oxides. Okay. Acidic strength of oxides. Okay. So how I will come to know that, I will tell you now. Example, how to compare the acidic strength. Okay. Now in this example, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Here sulfur dioxide is +4 oxidation and sulfur trioxide is +6 oxidation. Okay. From left to right, oxidation number of central atom. Oxidation number of central atom increases. Okay. What? Positive oxidation number. Positive oxidation number of central atom increases. Once positive oxidation number increases, acidic strength should increase or decrease? It should increase. Why? Because accepting tendency increases. Therefore, acidic strength, what happens? Acidic strength increases. Understood? So this is one example. And one more example, if I wanted to take NO, N2O, NO, N2O3, N2O4, and N2O5. Okay, so this is another example. These are the oxides of nitrogen. Okay, so this is going to form the strongest oxide. Acidic oxide is what? N2O5. Okay, as we move from left to right, acidic strength, what happens? Increases. Okay, acidic strength, acidic nature. Okay, acidic strength increases. Okay, so why? Because +5 here, +1 here. Okay, +1, +2, +3, +4, +5. So likewise from left to right, what happens? Acidic strength increases. Why it increases? Due to increase in positive oxidation number. How to compare the acidic nature in oxides? Is it understood? Any doubt into this? Now, comparison of acidic strength. Okay, next one is what? Comparison. Comparison of acidic strength. Acidic strength in hydracids. Which acids? Hydracids. Okay, there are two types of acids: hydracid and oxoacids. Hydracid and oxoacid. What is the difference? Let us take HCl. Okay, it is a hydracid. If I write HClO4, it is oxoacid. Okay, so difference between hydracid and oxoacid is understood. So hydracids are binary compound. Definition I will write: binary compounds are binary acids. Okay, binary acids. Binary means there will be how many elements? Only two elements. Okay, so acids containing only two elements. Binary acids. Okay, hydracids are binary acids containing hydrogen. Okay, so one element must be hydrogen, another element must be element whose acid we wanted to form. Okay, like HCl is an example, H2S is an example. Okay, so these are the some examples of what? Hydracids. Okay, hydracid, how to find out? Is it understood? Now you can identify. So if I write H2SO3, will it be hydracid? No, it is going to be a ternary compound. What compound? Ternary, because it is consisting of how many atoms? Three atoms. Therefore, it is a ternary compound. So, ternary compound cannot be a hydracid. Only two element. Number of atoms can be any number. Like here, three atoms are there. That is not about the binary, means it is only about the type. It will mention about the type, but not about the number of. Okay, it can contain any number of atoms, but it should contain only how many types? Only two types. Okay, so this is also binary acid, this is also binary acid. Now we are going to compare the binary acid acidic strength. Okay, so hydracid definition, is it understood now, everybody? I think you are maintaining notes, proper notes or not? Okay, in hydracids, for example, HF, HCl, HBr, HI. Okay, so down the group, atomic size. Which size? Atomic size of halogen. Atomic size of halogen, what is happening? Increasing. Okay, so once atomic size of halogen increases, okay, bond length increases, bond energy increases. Okay, so bond length and bond energy increases, so tendency to lose, bond length increases, bond energy decreases. Okay, so the tendency to lose H plus also increases. It is easy to lose because the structure, if you see hydrogen and iodine, it will be like this. Okay. And here, if you see hydrogen and fluorine, it will be like this. Okay. It is very difficult to break small bond. It is very difficult to break small bond. Okay. For example, this is the bond. Let us. Okay. So can we break it further? No. But if we have bigger one, so it is easily breakable. Okay. If the bond length is large, then it is easy to break, but bond length is small, then it is difficult to break. Okay. So the tendency of losing H plus will be easiest and more in the HI. Therefore acidic strength, what happens, increases. So tendency to lose H plus increases. Okay. So note down this. First comparison will be based upon what? Acidic strength of the hydrocide will be based upon the bond length. Okay. Okay. Here is the comparison of acidic strength in oxoacids. Okay. What are oxoacids? The ternary compounds. Here in the previous example, only hydrogen is permitted. What is permitted? Only hydrogen is permitted. Okay. But here three elements: hydrogen, oxygen, and one electronegative element. Okay. Ternary compounds containing. Okay. Ternary compounds containing. Ternary compounds containing hydrogen, oxygen, and some electronegative element is called as oxoacid. Okay. And oxoacids are further divided into, depending on the acidic strength, depends on what factor. First factor, it is oxidation number. Here if you see, it is +5, and here if it is C, it is +3, and if you see here, it is +1. Okay. Acidic strength increases with increase in oxidation number. Okay. This comparison is to be made only when central atom in all are same. Okay. Central atom in all are same. Okay. Note down this. Okay. Next one is when central atom is different. Second rule, rule number 2 is about the different central atom. Rule number 2 is about the different central atom. Different central atom, then electronegativity increases, acidic strength increases. Acidic strength, what happens, increases. Okay. Let us take one period. In one period, if I take H2SO4, HClO4, okay, and HNO3. So from left to right, sorry, this is S3PO4. Okay. So S3PO4. So here central atoms are different. Okay. Here central atom is phosphorus. Here central atom is sulfur. Here central atom is chlorine. So central atom is different. Therefore, we will check about the electronegativity. Chlorine is more electronegative than sulfur. Sulfur is more electronegative than phosphorus. So acidic strength, what happens, increases. Acidic strength, what happens, increases. Okay. So this is about the comparison of acidic strength in oxoacids. Okay. Next base, you can try it or not. Next in the Lewis base, Lewis concept, types of base. Okay. What is the next topic? Types of base. These are all not much important, very simple. They're all cations. Now here it is going to be all anions. Okay. What is the topic? All anions will be types of bases. Okay. So because of the lone pair, they are going to give you the electron. Okay. Second thing, all molecules with electron rich centers. Okay. Electron rich. Lone pair must be there on central atom. Where should be? Lone pair must be there on electrons with the electron rich center. Okay, third one. And next one is molecules with electron rich center. Is it understood? Then pi bond. Okay, third type is very important. Pi bond between same atoms. Between same atom. Okay, here the comes about the CH2 double bond CH2. Here both are of the same atoms. Okay, both are containing what? Same type of atoms. Pi bond is between the same type of atoms. Okay, so then what they will do, as a pi bond will be donated, pi bond electron will be completely donated. In the previous example, there should be different in the acid. It should be between two different. It should be between two different atoms. Okay, but here it should be of the same atom. That is the very important point. If pi bond is between the same atoms, then it is base. If pi bond is between the different atoms and this electronegativity is more, that time this is going to be acid. What it is going to be? It is going to be acid. Okay, note down.